Final thoughts right here on the Ford Faction, YellowhammerNews.com. Thank you for joining me. Let's roll into it. Toya, what do we have first?
Brett Kavanaugh.
Brett Kavanaugh. These allegations that surround him, I think the thing we have to look at first, who is Christine Blasey Ford? Who is she? She's a professor with a very low rating from her students. She's come out here talking about, well, in 2012, I can show you the therapist notes and everything like that, but it's gotten a little mixed up. There's a lot of gray area to it. Is it true? Is it not true? She's took a polygraph test, a lie detector test from a former FBI agent. Why did the FBI turn it down immediately? Why did they not investigate into it? Why does her story have a little bit of mix-up, saying that Kavanaugh was intoxicated, but she can't remember half the stuff of what happened that night? Why is the timing of it all so weird? Why in July did they have this information? They waited till the very last second to put it out. Is it because the midterms in November? I think so. But again, I'm not going to completely discredit this because I want to know more. And I don't like the people who say, well, I need more to base an opinion off of it. I need more to figure out what I think about it. I just want to know more. What I think about it is I think it's a last-ditch effort to try to get Kavanaugh paused, to try to hit pause on it, to try not to get him into the highest court in the land. What's next, Tori?
Putting In God We Trust back in schools.
The national motto, In God We Trust, I think it was from the 50s when it was voted on. I think it was 56 when it was voted on. Our national motto. Putting it in Cullman County schools, they've made the unanimous decision to put it there. It gives people the mindset of safety. So if you can't outright give them guards to stand there with guns and guards the school, at least give them the mindset of safety. And the Alabama legislation has given them that option to do it. Each city school, county school, now you get the option to put it there. If you don't want it there, you don't have to put it there. The parents can go out and speak. The people in that community can go out and speak about it. But the Alabama legislation did the best job into giving school systems, public properties or courthouses, the right to put it up there if they wanted to do that. What's next?
Alabama Launchpad.
Alabama Launchpad in Huntsville. There's two tiers. The first tier, they're giving out $50,000 cash investment to the best idea, the best startup idea. And it's in between three companies, Fuel Fox, which brings fuel to wherever you are, fill up your car, maybe a fleet of cars, medical in-home attention that's not, particularly like doctor care. And then there was one other one, I can't remember what it was, but $50,000 startup investment. The second tier was a seed investment, talking about companies who had been started, but they need to get over the hump. $100,000 investment there. This is in Huntsville. This is the EDPA giving out this Launchpad award, talking about the great things that are going on in the state of Alabama. I love it. I love to hear good news, and I love to hear the kind of advancements we're making as a state and the kind of tech hub that the whole state of Alabama is becoming. What's next?
Cars in the future.
Cars in the future just scare me, and I brought this up because the new Dodge midsize truck, formerly known as the Dakota, doesn't have a new name yet, but they thought it was going to be made in Mexico, and the industry has been so good under this administration that they're bringing it to, I think in Ohio is where they're going to put it in. And so they thought it was going to be in Mexico, but the industry's so good, they're going to put it in the United States. Kudos to the Trump administration yet again. What's next? What's next, Tori?
I had a brain fart.
Oh, it's the 8 ways.
Cheating spouses.
It's the cheat. Do you not have it written down in your notebook?
I do, and I put it up because I was thinking this is for Jonathan.
So I have this article here talking about the 8 tech ways you can find out your spouse is cheating on you. And we talked about it here, and I get phone calls immediately saying, what are you doing to us? Why would you do it to us like that? I'm not cheating, but now my wife or my husband is going to think they've got to go through my phone and find out if I am or not. I'm not saying that, but look, technology is wild now. And the stuff that you can find out through technology, I'm just laying it out there, okay? I'm not saying go check your husband and wife, but there's 8 different ways. Look, if they're hiding their phone, they got a lock on it. They don't want you looking through it. They have an app that covers stuff up. I mean, it might be a sign. right? If you track their location and you see they're going somewhere where they're not supposed to, those are just a couple of the 8 ways. This is the Ford Faction, YellowHammerNews.com. Final thoughts for today. We'll see you tomorrow.